Look at her grinning. She's excited. We got hogs on the club. It's the last week in April, and some hogs finally showed up. Maybe some sausage hogs in this bunch. So we're gonna go in here and bait the trap up, show y'all a little bit about what we do to get ready. 13 volts, so we should be plenty good to drop the gate. Got the Big and J. It's good stuff.
This is the nasty stuff. It will make a cockroach vomit. Oh, it's so gross.
Alright, we got our corral set up with 3 sacks of corn, about half a bucket of sour corn. That mess is nasty. And some B&J. The B&J kind of has a molasses smell too. Got some salt and stuff. They love people to draw them on in. Got our hog boss controller. And we're down here in the bottom, don't have real good signal, but we got enough signal on this that we can drop it. So everything's set up.
Both of them south. All right.
He's good eating salad. I can't believe that one went through the track.
This sucker went through that fence, so he ain't wasting no time.
Did y'all see him running?
Yeah.
Y'all could see him when I shot
I
him.
pulled up on the four-wheeler and I was like,
I saw him
stop.
run through the fence. I pulled up there, was jumping out, and you about that time I saw you throw up and shoot.
Rolled him up, didn't I?
Oh yeah. Whew.
Them suckers 125 to 30
I
pounds.
know that's what I've been saying, ain't it?
It's easier for me to keep dirt and stuff off of those hams if they're the highest thing hanging up. You know, if we hang them by the head and dress them, I see people do that. I also see them get a lot of hair and things on the meat. And I'm not saying some of them can't do that and do a good job of it, but I'm not very good at it. This is just the easiest way for me here at camp to get these hogs or deer clean is to split them right down the back of the leg like this and hang them by those tendons in the hop. I'm gonna go ahead before I hang this hog up and split that brisket open. I like to keep my meat as clean as possible. So I'm gonna pull that bladder and all of that out down through this cavity right here, hip cavity. If I ain't cutting through bone, I always swap to my outdoor edge knife. Maybe they'll sponsor us one day for putting their products on YouTube, who knows. That outdoor edge, that's a 3.5 razor light EDC. They should sponsor, shouldn't they, Kenny?
That's right. They ought to.
Now here's the trick right here. When I get to right here, I'm cutting this skin all the way down this back, like that right there. I'm just gonna cut that skin all the way straight down the back. Unzip it. I like to quarter them up. Just makes it a whole lot easier to handle the meat. We're gonna make sausage out of all this. We're gonna take and add some domestic fat to it. There's nothing wrong with the meat, but it's just not fat enough to just make straight sausage out of. Not the sausage that we like. Get a picture of all that? Got the cooler here. Let them chill out for a couple of days. They'll cut up better, won't they, Kenny? Alright, y'all. We got a good one to finish out this video. We're going to take some of this wild pork we caught, and we're going to make some jambalaya. Now, the definition of jambalaya is jumble, or as most of the people in Louisiana say, everything in the kitchen. So, you can use whatever, leftovers. You can use meat you buy, chicken. But today we got some crawfish, we got some sausage that we had left over, and here's our pork that we caught. I've done diced this up, and since this is wild pork and this was not a smaller one, this was a bigger sow, I'm actually going to put this in the Instant Pot for on a 15-minute setting and let it pressure cook just a little bit so it'll tenderize that meat a little bit. We got our Trinity right there. That's some onion, celery, and bell pepper. We got red and green bell pepper in there. We also got the white ends off of the green onions in there. I got some green onions that we'll add these later. I don't want them to cook down too much in the mixture. We got our rice, like I said, we got our sausage, we got our crawfish tails that was left over, we got our pork that's cut up, we got some chicken broth. And one thing we're going to be using is some browning seasoning. We've got two different browning seasonings here I was going to show y'all. This is Savoy's and then the Kitchen Banquet. It don't really matter which one you use, but you can use either one of them. Now we also got our olive oil we always use on the Blackstone. We got some garlic powder. This is actually granulated garlic. We got salt. We got some cayenne pepper. We got our Tony's and Danielle's jar shaker there. We got some paprika and some crushed red pepper. Now I'm going to season this pork up real quick before we put it in the Instant Pot, and that's going to be the first step. Now, of course, if you had some domestic pork or a young wild pork, a little pig or something like that, you would not have to do this first step. Or if you had some pork meat that was already cooked up, use some pulled pork off something, come off a barbecue, it don't matter, you put anything jambalaya. Put a little garlic on there and put a little cayenne pepper, just a touch. Put it down pretty good with a Tony's. Get it on there good. I'll add a little crushed red pepper. And some paprika. Only other thing we're gonna add in here is we're gonna put this in the Instant Pot. We're gonna put some chicken broth in there with it. I'm gonna put that, I'd already put just a little bit of chicken broth. I'm gonna put just enough chicken broth to cover this meat a little bit. That should do us right there. We'll put the lid on that, let her cook for about 15 minutes. Alright, if y'all ain't got y'all one of these Instant Pots, y'all need to get one. Put that lid on there, lock it down. We already got it set 15 minutes. We got it set on meat stew. We're gonna let it rock, and that's it. Once that lid's on there, it's cooking. Souped up pressure cooker. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. We got this pan here. This is a aluminum throwaway pan, but it's got a flat bottom on it. So we're gonna actually use this on our Blackstone. I got 6 cups of broth in there. That's gonna be for the rice. So I'll show you how that's gonna come into play. We got our meat in the Instant Pot cooking. So we're gonna move everything out to the Blackstone and get it all going. All right, we got our Blackstone going, lit up. Gonna put a little olive oil on it, get our vegetables sauteing. Got our Trinity right there. Holy Trinity as they call it. All right, our meat's ready. Smells good. Perfect. Just what we wanted. Sauteing up nice, looking good. Finally out here before dark cooking tonight. Y'all can see we got the garden going in the background there. We've been getting some squash off of it. Got some cucumbers getting ready. Just about fixing to have some okra, some tomatoes. We get all that going, we're gonna have some gumbo made up. That'll be one of our recipes. Danielle and I have been talking about getting some hats made. Had several requests for some hats, and we're actually thinking about maybe doing a hat giveaway for 5,000 subs when we get there. So kind of want to see what you guys think. If you're this far along in this video, you're one of our regulars that watches our videos, and so give us some ideas in the comments section what y'all think our logo should be. We're gonna do God's Country Hunting and Fishing, maybe God's Country at the top, hunting and fishing at the bottom, but maybe give us some ideas what y'all want to see for the logo in the center of the hat. Maybe we'll come up with something. Alright, our vegetables is about halfway done, so we're going to go ahead and add our meat. We got our crawfish tails there. Got our sausage cut up. And there's our pork we just got out of the Instant Pots. It's going to be tender, nice chunks there. Alright, so like I said, jambalaya can be anything in the kitchen. It don't matter, you can put shrimp, whatever you got in the kitchen for your jambalaya.
Go.
Alright, we got our broth here. We're going to put that on there and let it start warming. I'm going to add a little bit of butter, about half a stick of butter there. It'll get melted down. And I'm also got our broth that come out of the pork. I'm going to add that back with that chicken broth. Now we got our browning seasoning there. So we're going to add that browning seasoning in that broth. 2 types of jambalaya in Louisiana that's talked about. Cajun Jambalaya and you got Creole Jambalaya. We're doing the Cajun Jambalaya. Cajun Jambalaya don't have tomatoes in it. Tomatoes are a little more acidy, so some people don't like that tomato flavor. We just lit the pan side up. We're going to turn it down on low heat. We're still cooking on high over there with the meat and vegetables. One secret to keeping that rice separated instead of caking up, put a little oil in there. We're going to go ahead put a rice in there. Get it stirred up. That's Louisiana rice right there. It's got to be Louisiana rice. Won't work if it ain't Louisiana rice. Actually gonna cut this fire off, and we're gonna put our meat and that holy trinity over there in that pan with that rice. Last thing we're gonna do there, hit that with a little water. Stir that around, kind of clean that side of the Blackstone. Put that in there. Alright, we're gonna add our seasoning real quick to this and stir it up. We're gonna cover it up in foil and let it cook for 20 or 30 minutes. Got a red pepper. We'll add a little more paprika. Got our Tonys there. A little cayenne. Add a little kick to it. Don't forget the garlic. Stir all them seasonings up. Alright, we're going to cover that up with some foil. It is hot. We let it cook about 5 minutes already. I'm going to add them green onions in there. Stir that around in there. I'm going to let them cook in there for just a few minutes, and then we'll should be ready. Alright, we got it all covered up with our foil. We're going to let that cook. Like I said, I just got this burner on here and it's on low. I'm going to let it cook about 20, 25, maybe 30 minutes till that rice is done. We'll open it up and see what it looks like. Alright, we're going to unveil it, see what it's all about. And what I did, I cooked it for about 20, 25 minutes. And then cut it off and let it sit for a few minutes. Just to make sure that rice is done. Look at that goodness. Alright, I'm going to try this jambalaya out real quick. Got that crawfish, sausage, and wild pork right there. Tell you what, that's about the best jambalaya I've ever ate. Look at that. Tell y'all what, all them wild hogs, you can make some good food out of them. We're gonna get this jambalaya inside, finish eating. That's gonna be it for this one. God's Country Hunting and Fishing, keeping it real.